Mafia war bugs PhilHealth. E-vehicles rebound will drive power use. Bayanihan makes burden light according to Senator Bongo. China's COVID vaccine enters final testing. PPE makers soothe via new edict. Must be the sign. Celtics vanquish 76ers, reach second round. Southwest monsoon affecting Luzon. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Monday, August 24, and now the news. Members of the Executive Committee of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, or PhilHealth, are allegedly competing against the agency's regional vice presidents in siphoning off its funds. High-ranking sources told the Daily Tribune that the Mindanao group, composed of RVP, remain secured in their positions as they are protected by influential politicians, many bound by a school fraternity. PhilHealth's RVP are Paulo Johan Perez for Region 4B, Kalikazaman Makabato for ARMM, Dennis Adre for Region 12, Masiding Alonto Jr. for Region 10, Helbert Galicto for Caraga, and William Chavez for Region 7. Also linked to the RVP mafia was PhilHealth Assistant Corporate Secretary Valerie Ann Holiero. The said names were first floated during the 2019 Senate Blue Ribbon Committee's investigation on PhilHealth's ghost dialysis patients at the WellMed Dialysis Center. Meanwhile, Senator Panfilo Lacson said other PhilHealth mafia consist of members of its execom operating through their own departments. Meantime, a surge in economic growth after the resolution of the pandemic and the expected rise in the use of electric vehicles are expected to drive up demand for electricity by nearly fourfolds by 2040. This forecast was contained in the draft Philippine Energy Plan, or PEP, which the Department of Energy has released for comment by industry stakeholders. According to the PEP, there is a need to develop new energy sources as an economic upswing next year, and in 2022 is expected to increase power demand by 5% in 2021, followed by another 4.1% rise in 2022. From the 2018 level of 82,602 gigawatts per hour, total electricity consumption is expected to rise for 115% to 343,516 gigawatts per hour in 2040, under the reference scenario of the PEP. The transport sector is expected to increase by as much as twice its 2040 level, under the reference as more electric vehicles are expected to penetrate the country's road system, combined with fully operational mass and light railway system. Under DOE's simulation, the total installed capacity should reach from 90,584 megawatts to 93,482 megawatts by 2040. The projected total peak demand also requires an additional total dependable capacity of between 66,769 megawatts and 69,667 megawatts, under from the 23,815 megawatts total installed generating capacity. The DOE has proposed the following among other plans: 1. Achieving the targets under the Renewable Energy Law. 2. Attracting new investors in the sector. 3. Increasing RE capacity to 20,000 megawatts by 2040. And 4. Pursuing a national position on nuclear power and promote electric vehicles. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.
Pumunta sa bangko.
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
In other news, Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo has commended his colleagues in the Senate and House of Representatives for passing the Bayanihan to Recover as One Act or Bayanihan 2. Bayanihan 2 had hurdled the Bicameral Conference Committee, clearing the way for the allotment of 140 billion pesos for government programs to address the COVID-19 crisis. The law will also allot an additional 25 billion pesos as standby appropriations. The measure, according to Go, will allow the government to fight the battle against the coronavirus plague better prepared. Bayanihan 2 also provides for the procurement of personal protective equipment, expansion of the country's isolation and quarantine facilities, hiring of additional contact tracers, and maintenance of isolation facilities. Meantime, China has started the final phase of clinical trials of an inactivated COVID-19 vaccine that the Philippines expect to also get. The tests are done in Argentina according to its developer China National Biotech Group, which is affiliated with Sinopharm. The launch ceremony of the Phase 3 clinical trials was held in Beijing after the CNBG obtained the certificate of approval for the process. The state media said it was an achievement brought about by CNBG's international cooperation in a bid to develop a COVID-19 vaccine. The inactivated vaccine received approval for Phase 3 clinical trials in the United Arab Emirates on June 23 and in Peru and Morocco on August 20. Sinopharm Chairman Liu Jinzeng said the vaccine's imminent release will help fight the epidemic and contribute to the building of a community of health for all. The global death toll has surpassed 800,000, with numerous countries ramping up restrictions in an effort to battle an eruption of new cases. Chibi News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kami natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
A group of mask and personal protective equipment manufacturers had been promised prioritization in government purchases of PPE under the Bayanihan II Act. Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez said in a statement that local producers of internationally certified medical-grade PPE will be given first shot at filling up government needs. Lopez thanked the Confederation of Philippine Manufacturers of PPE for repurposing of their manufacturing capacities towards PPE production. He said the government will save over 7,000 local jobs in the time of the coronavirus pandemic. DTI is aligning PPE demand requirements, timing of procurement and flow of production, Lopez said. Meanwhile, Jane De Leon, whom ABS-CBN chose to play the role of Darna, suffered a major blow after the TV network announced on August 21 that it is postponing the film production of the movie indefinitely. It was the latest setback to the movie that ABS-CBN had been planning to shoot. The network not only had problems with the actresses who will play Darna but with the directors as well. De Leon, who appeared as Jericho Rosales' sister in the hit extramarital affair drama Halik, was the third actress chosen for the role. Angel Locsin was the original choice but had to back out of the project in 2017 due to a back injury. ABS-CBN tapped one of its most bankable young stars, Liza Soberano, but she too backed out because of an injury. As to the directors, ABS-CBN first tapped Eric Mati, but then the award-winning director left due to creative differences. Gerald Tarog was tapped to continue it after Mati, but the General Luna director would not see Darna in his mind flying soon. And we will be back after these reminders.
In the days ahead, we need to lean on the values that make us a great company, the Malasakit, for which we are known, and the understanding that as San Miguel, we stand for something far greater than ourselves. That we have the responsibility to extend a hand to those who most need it. It is our sense of duty and obligation, pagkakaisa and malasakit, that will see us through these difficult times. Kwentong Malasakit.
In sports, Kemba Walker scored 32 points and Jason Tatum added 28 and 15 rebounds as the Bolton Celtics beat the Philadelphia 76ers 110-106 Sunday to reach the second round of the NBA playoffs. The Celtics swept the best-of-7 Eastern Conference first-round series 4-0, the first sweep in 15 playoff series between the East rivals. For Walker, who arrived in Boston after 8 seasons of frustration with the Charlotte Hornets, it was a first NBA playoff series win. With their backs against the wall, Joel Embiid and the 76ers kept it close and trailed by just 2 points late in the third quarter before forward Tobias Harris took a hard fall under the basket, his head slamming the hardwood. Harris was able to leave the court under his own steam, holding a towel to his left eye and temple, and returned after treatment for what the team called a laceration over his left eye. But the Celtics closed the third quarter on a 12-0 run that effectively spelled the end of the 76ers' hopes. Embiid, desperate to avoid being swept, finished with 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists for Philadelphia. Harry scored 20 as 676ers players scored in double figures, but it was the Celtics who advanced to a second-round clash with either the defending champion Toronto Raptors or Brooklyn. And the southwest monsoon will still affect the country today, according to Pag-asa. The monsoon will bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in Batanes, Babuyan Islands, and the Ilocos region. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers. Wind and coastal water condition in the northern and western sections of northern Luzon will be moderate to strong, moderate in the rest of Luzon, and light to moderate in the rest of the country. And we'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
With these cell sites, it affords us better cooperation and communication with the outside world. Because it is vital for FU and RMF to have this. We are now dependent on this cellular signal, and it has helped us a lot. Connectivity is not a problem because we allowed these cell sites to prevail and to be on our roof deck and our helipad. Hindi tayo mawalan ng signal sa lahat ng rooms namin dahil may cell site tayo sa taas. It's one of our major advantages. I think that's the greatest decision that I was a part of, because if not, we would probably be in a worse case right now. I'm thankful that we allowed these cell sites to be installed. I'd like to think and hope that all hospitals have that. We have not had any case of cancer regarding cell sites. As a matter of fact, we employ many cell sites and many boosters inside the hospital. For us, it has saved lives. I think with this new normal, we have realized that we are more dependent on this technology. Cell sites, if not connectivity, are a must.
And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join. Daily Tribune will also be launching its latest mobile app, and we want you, our dear viewers, to help us in naming the news edition in our online family. All you have to do is to like and follow our social media platforms and comment your vote for the following: DT Mobile, Tarsigo, and Katribo Mobile. and add the hashtag mobile app. Prizes await 10 lucky individuals who voted for the winning name. Check our social media platforms for details. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store for our wardrobe. Again, this is Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.